Okay, we're going straight to the map ban, and there's only Demon Island, Small Fortress of Lions, and Small... Okay, it just got banned. Well then, it seems the first match will occur on Small Fortress of Lions.
Three, two, one, brawl!
So for the first matchup we have Ulgrim against Ulgrim, and it starts off like just throwing attacks at each other, and both of them have lance. They are currently trying to have an air battle. Okay, Kero hits the strings. Okay. Okay, it seems Lancer is already deep red, and there he goes. There's the first stock for Red Mist. And there he goes, first stock for the CCP. Okay, we're quite seeing some good gameplay nonetheless. Nice read. Desser almost losing his stock, but he manages to get back. And he takes another stock. Right? Oh, it seems they're both okay. And there goes another stock from Dancer. It seems like there's yet a damage advantage, but I mean anything can happen, so maybe things could be turned around. So for now, okay. Goes for the side seek. And almost taking another stock, but he manages to get back. Maybe one more attack and he's done for. Well, that was no risky ground ball, but he managed to not get hit, so... And there's now a panic pulse. Damage count, and there he goes. Nestor manages to take and not yet another stock, and there goes the first member of CCP. Ready. Yeah. Well, he managed to survive that, that's kind of amazing. But one more and is screwed. And there he goes, Joseph takes Dancer's last stock. And now we have Poe on Ragnir, let's see how he does. And it starts off with him getting hit with a satellite from Boots, and another one. Now Poe is trying to somewhat engage on the Boots, because it's kind of hard matchup going X against Woods. But it looks like he's kinda managing it. And there goes a Bird Cancel Hansig. And Paul manages to hit a sidelight now. Another downlight. And he's holding up pretty easily. Oh, nice. Okay, he turned it around very well. Got that. And oh, there goes the slug. Nice. Paul doing greatly on X, not gonna lie. Let's see how he does for guitars. Okay, user catches it with neutral air. Another Danzig. Catches him off guard. Okay. That's quite a chain of downlights. Well, it seems that Paul here has the upper hand. He's quite holding himself up with the guitars, doing pretty nicely. And he gets scouted now by a string with Woods. And Josef is managing to hold himself now, getting the game back. But still, there's quite a okay, and he takes a stock. Now, will he be able to make it back since he's on orange already on the second stock? Let us see. Okay, Paul grabs the X. It seems like it's kind of over for him, and he loses another stock without taking a single bit of damage. It seems that Josef is having quite a difficulty to handle X, but right now he manages to hit quite a few hits on him. Okay, maybe he is able to turn it back. Oh, that was a bit risky, but he managed to get back. And there he goes, gets hit with a neutral light. And another neutral light, and a side light too. Okay. Well, Paul is managing better to... Oh, and he just gets hit by a neutral sig. And ground pound, and he's gone. With at least one more stock, but then again... Josef needs to take it back because he's deep red, and one or two more moves and he's out of the game. So let's see if he can turn it back. He needs to play hella carefully and not go for risky stuff. And there he goes. His last stock and he's gone. And Paul manages to keep a quite good color of yellow. And he's now up against Chi, who is currently wielding sword. Let's see how this goes out. Okay, that was quite an interesting choice of a gravity cancel. So they are trying to manage the perfect opportunity to hit each other, but it seems like, okay, Paul gets the upper hand, and he gets hit by a sidelight on cannon. Okay. There he goes. Paul is holding himself up really well. His spacing is amazing, and he's managing. Okay, will we make it back? And there he goes. Even though he lost all his stocks, he managed to end up well. He did quite some damage. Now let's see if Enter the Light is going to be able to win over Gel. And it seems he's not holding up very easily, since she is throwing quite a lot of hand sigs that are catching him off guard. And there he goes, his first stock. Will Enter the Light be able to outmatch his opponent? Let us see. Okay, he's doing well now with the sword. And she goes back to his end-sig routine. Throwing an interesting round one, and he manages to take the stock. Okay, at least the damage is not too different, so it could be anyone's game. But since the end-sigs are quite threatening, he could be in a tough spot. And the Light now has Hammer. And he's trying to approach, and damn, he managed gets hit by a side sig. Another hand sig from Chi. Okay, so it looks like Enter the Light is going to take. Oh, it seems not. Or maybe, yeah. And Chi takes yet another stock from Enter the Light with a ground pound. It seems now that Enter the Light needs to be a little bit more careful, being on light stock and being the last team member. But hey, it's still winnable. Let's see how he holds up. He's trying to, okay, practically sell down light. If he's able to, okay. One more hit and it's his stock. That was quite risky, but it worked out in the end. And there he goes back in the cannon, about to torment him once again. The sword and grabs another cannon, and there he goes. Enter the Light takes yet another stock now. He needs to not get hit because his damage is not looking very good for him. He's already in on range and it could not be very safe for him. And then again, and she's looking hella healthy. And okay, one more, and he's done for. And
Victory!
she gets
Blue
the
team
match.
wins.
The first one will be the last one of the last match, which is kind of funny. So they're going to have their little rematch right off the bat. But now Enter the Light is on
3, 2,
Cassidy.
1, brawl!
It seems he's very fond of Hammer. And now he has blasters to help him out too, which is quite a good weapon for maintaining your distance. So maybe he now gets a better upper hand against his cannon technique from Chi, which he's quite holding up now. It's looking very close now, the first stock for both of them at least. And he's doing quite better. The blasters definitely are helping him out here quite a lot, since he's already having the upper hand. He already managed to put G on the red damage. And one more hit and he gets the first stock. Okay, that was a good and what? Okay. Okay, now the first stock could be anyone's stock. And Enter the Light just takes it for himself. So it looks like the Cassidy change was quite viable, and he was his first stock. Now Chi needs to be a little more careful and maybe change his tactics a little bit, or he can maintain it and see how it works out. Because it's been working out, but now against the Cassidy, it's not being very effective. Okay, Enter the Light has been having a little bit more difficulty. Okay, that was almost a 0 to death. That was quite nice. It seems he's changing his game a little bit and having a more of an ease. And Enter the Light seems to now be having a little bit of difficulties trying to approach and hit you. Well, that was a risky gravity cancel. Okay. Okay. It's Enter the Light is now managing to. Oh, and she just takes the stock with a down heavy from unarmed. Okay, and with the recovery, Enter the Light just catches G off guards and takes yet another stock. Now the difference is not pretty big, so Enter the Light will have the win against Chi this time. Unless he just pulls something just hella crazy from somewhere. Okay, he's back to his handsig. He seems to like that handsig very much. It is quite a funny handsig. And Enter the Light is now trying his best to try to approach him and avoid that without being punished by approaching. Okay, she almost taking yet another and he just takes another socket. It seems that Enter the Light was not able to win the last matchup, but hey, this is just the start, so many things could happen. Maybe the Red Mist can get the win now. Now we have Dancer against Chi, and with a side sig, he almost ends up throwing the stock of Chi off stage. Dancer grabs the stars. Let's see if he can. Okay, ground pound. And there he goes. He takes the first stock with barely taking any damage, which is quite nice. Now we have Joseph against Dancer. Let's see how he does on the Mordex. It seems that Dancer is having quite some difficulty on landing some attacks on Joseph. The gauntlets are sometimes kinda difficult to play against. Okay, throw into end lights and the side lights, almost taking Dancer stock, and he has yet to damage Joseph, which is dimming pretty rough. Okay, he finally hits a downlight on him, but he has yet to do much more damage since it's not looking good on him. Okay, he managed to land a few more hits, and Joseph is now trying to play it safe, and it's not working too well for him since he's catching him off guard, Dancer. And Dancer manages to uphold himself against Joseph. He's trying his best to not get hit. Okay, unlikely to recover. And he has quite some good distancing. Now he gets thrown off stage with a non-air. He's having quite some good spacing that he wasn't having in the first few minutes against Joseph, which is quite good. Okay, and he managed to get back. Holy, this is doing very well. Okay, that's damn. That is quite a good spacing. Dancer is doing very well, but yet he was a stock. But at least he managed to get the damage quite even. He's doing very well. Okay, he hits a recovery. Maybe just 2 more hits, and he throws Joseph's first stock in the drainer. And there he goes. Down sig, and Joseph loses his first stock. Now, let's see if Joseph can keep his advantage that he was keeping in the first stock, but it's not looking okay. I mean, he's managing to hold up well. Almost being able to throw him. Okay. Joseph keeping Dancer off stage. And he's managing to hold up himself. Okay. Maybe he can turn the tides around. And Dancer just hit him with a downlight. That could have been end up very unwell to Joseph. But yet again, he's managing to pull up really well. Okay, Joseph gets a down heavy. Now I'm almost standing Dancer's second stock. But he's having quite some difficulty taking that stock, which was what kind of screwed him on the last one. So hopefully, okay, down sig, and there he goes. He manages to take his second stock. Now will Joseph be able to put off his great spacing? It seems the Qatars are... Oh, that's just unfortunate. God damn. That is quite unfortunate. I feel bad for him. That is really unfortunate. But hey, he can still turn it around. Not all hope is lost. Okay, manages to hit the down sig and set him off stage. Okay. Oh, okay, that was a close one for Joseph. He couldn't got an keep in there, but he managed to get back. Oh, that was risky and might have. Oh, and it seems Josef decided to play safe there. And almost taking his stock away, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Now Josef just needs to keep cool, and he gets the last stock from Dancer. Very nice, very good. Now all he needs to do is manage to do enough damage to Paul, so he can easily simplify the life of his next teammate. But Paul is currently on sword. This is quite interesting. It's kind of interesting that they changed to sword and Catars, because honestly he seemed like he was doing much better in X than Catars, but hey, it's his choice. So Josef is quite having right now a good redemption arc. He managed to facilitate his next teammates. If he takes a stock, he will be even better for them. Now he's trying to carefully get back on stage, and he manages to. Now all he needs to do is take at least one stock. Okay, that was a close one. He's almost out of the game. And Paul manages to edge guard very well. And there goes Josef's last stock. Now we have accent against Paul. And Paul is looking in a real deep red currently. So this could be... Huh. Okay. What's happening there? It seems accent left. This is weird. No? I am confused. And the bot manages to hit Paul. Okay. This is weird. Well, it seems that unfortunately the match is set. Okay. Damn. This is kind of looking grim for CCCP. So yeah. At least he got back, but I mean, looking kind of grim for CCP. I mean, Paul doesn't have the. He's currently on the deep red, and he just lost his stock. So maybe CCCP can take it back here with accent on the Ogre. I still think honestly that changing to a Suri was quite a risky, and just discarding the X that he was playing very amazingly. But it seems that he trusts his Catars more than his Hex. And Paul just now needs to be extremely careful and take out his... Okay, that was a nice spacing, goddamn. But he still has yet to take a stock, and he sidelight, downlight, an accent. Okay. Ooh. Quite a good spacing. But Exit just manages to hit him with ease, and Paul might take this. It takes the stock. Now, all he needs to do is be extremely careful, and he just gets hit with a heavy unarmed downlight because he's on a deep damage. Oh, that was a nice dodge. But can he turn it around? Can he turn it around? Let's see. Okay, he's managing to. And Accent just takes the final stock.
Blue team wins.
Well played. Well played.